What's up everybody, it's Andy here from CryptoComparer.com bringing you another cryptocurrency video. So in today's video I just want to quickly touch on two new Dapps that have launched which are paying out and look at some of the other ones that we're invested in and some upcoming news regarding a couple of other Tron Dapps as well. Okay, so for those of you new to the channel, if you've not already subscribed, please go ahead and click the subscribe button. If you click on that little bell, it turns on post notifications. It allows you to be kept up to date with future videos. And if you like this video at the end, please give us a thumbs up. Okay, with that being said, we'll check out this. This is TronTU or TronTU. Don't know how it's pronounced yet. It's that new. This launched yesterday. It is already listed on Dapp radar and a 24-hour volume. Looks like there's one or two whales playing this and trying to mine it cheap, and we'll go into that in a moment. So this one I think is a little sleeper, and it obviously, I keep saying this every single video, but I will keep saying it every single video as well, is don't put any more than you can afford to lose into these Dapps. They are just games. If you're putting more than what you can afford to lose, if you're spinning higher than what you can afford to lose, then you are gambling. Now most of these are gambling debts. Tron is starting to be known as the gambling cryptocurrency, but it's not what it's there for. There's games, we're very early in this stage, and I do see a bigger picture for this when the bull market turns around. Just think of it like the games of Fortnite or like Candy Crush or something based on Tron. These are where this space will end up. But yeah, so anyway, TronTU. There is a link for this in the description below. It does, like I keep saying, it does help the channel. It does allow us to keep bringing new videos. We do appreciate you if you click our link. You don't have to, but we would like you to click the link now if you could and sign up and take advantage like we're doing. So I've been mining this since this morning. Let me just refresh. It looks like it's through us out. Yeah, let's just log in. There we go. So we're currently ranked 6th. I've not wagered much, to be honest, like 19, just shy of 20,000 Tron. But I've been betting at 20. And I've basically been doing it over 4 or under 95. I think it is 96. Same thing. They only have dice at the moment. They are going to launch slots. They've got a unique kind of loyalty token, which will allow you to do lottery, and they allow you to pay something back as well. You can check out more of this. It's in links in the Telegram and the Twitter. We'll go through the white paper in a moment. So you can see there's the history. That you can see the same wallets. Not many, so you can see people now starting to increase it. Some people are trying to get creative over 50 and under 50. It's because of these tasks. Okay, so they set certain tasks and you get these relay tokens, which is part of the lottery. It hasn't launched yet. That is mentioned in the white paper, which I touched in a moment. So you can see each time you play the dice game 80 times, you get a lottery ticket. Or if you win at dice 30 times, you get 2 lottery tickets. So you do tend to win a lot if you've got it on over 4 or under 96. And you can see that person we just looked at then, they're doing a 50-50 to try and get 100 tickets. And then you can win the dice 2 times with a 1% chance. You get 1,000 tickets. So it's trying to encourage you to click all these. Obviously, you just be cautious with that. The dividends. So there's 100 million of these coins mined. The good thing about there's no pre-mined coins. No pre-mined coins. So a lot of these turn around and go, right, okay, we're going to launch 100 million. And 60% is going to be for bet mining. 20% is going to be for the devs, 10% is going to be for promotion, 20% is going to be for marketing, right? We know a lot of these, they don't put any money into marketing. They don't really do any much promotion other than pay for an advertising spot on that radar or the like. And then they launch within a week, the token's listed on KiwiDex or something like that. And whether they admit it or not, you've got the devs dropping the tokens on the exchanges to people to buy up. And this is what's happening. This is why this is what's happening with a lot of these death of these tokens. So TronX, I'm not really talking about this in the video, but TronX, Trevor and James talked about in his video, but TronX actually blacklisted KiwiDex. So they've stopped them. So all the coins that are on KiwiDex for TronX, the TNX tokens, are worthless. So don't go buying tokens. If you've got tokens trapped on KiwiDex, they are worthless. It's not TronX's fault, it's KiwiDex's fault for obviously listing tokens without consent. It is a decentralized marketplace, but this is what's killing these Dapps off. It's by these tokens getting sold on exchanges before enough of them are mined and before it's had enough traction to gain followers and a loyalty. Think back to TronBet, when TronBet still stood the test of time. It's got a loyal following, it's got a chat functionality, it's got people who still hardcore play the games and they're loyal. 888 Tron has got that to an extent. The ones that have come after it and obviously gone on into exchanges too early, they're the ones that have suffered as a result. So these are not on an exchange. Touch wood, they don't go onto an exchange anytime soon. You can see that there's only been 8,841 mined. Okay, so they did mine some last night, but then they've changed the contract, they've changed the token, so it only affected early investors. For those of you getting into this now, you can this is what's in the contract. So there's 8,841 total mined, with 8,403 frozen, so there's not many in circulation. You can see we've got a bit different from what you used to, but we've got 56, and that's only because I've been obviously mining with what we can afford to lose, which is 10 to 20. I've actually been buying a lot of tokens up. I'll explain that in a moment. So yeah, you can see if we don't do anything when they do pay the first stage of dividends, which is meant to be in 3 days, then I will get 67 Tron if it stays. But the good thing about this is it goes up like 888 every 48 hours. So we'll jump on and have a quick look at the white paper. So the white paper, while most of these do the white papers on PDFs, these guys have chosen to do the white paper on Medium, which I think is ingenious. I'm gonna log in to see the white paper. Let's see if we can check it. There we go. Right, so yeah, introduction about how big the casino industry is, usual crap about Tron and 2,000 transactions per second, why Tron, why TronTU. Players have the opportunity to be the shareholder, which we know about. You refer a friend system, you get 0.2 of the total bet amount when you're from the friends you invite. That's only on the winnings, not the losses. And you can see max is 100 supply of tokens, no pre-mined tokens. This is a game changer because the ones that have launched recently don't even have white paper. So that tells me that they got something to hide. If I'm honest, there needs to be transparency in this market now. I think there's enough of these ROI Dapps that have come and gone and died. It's basically like Ethereum last year with P3D and all these different types of contracts and shrimp farm. It's just bad for the industry, and I think we need to have a little bit of a shake up, get rid of all these dead contracts, ROI contracts, and start getting devs, encouraging with like the Tron Arcade to make decent games. Don't just throw any old crap and try and just make a quick buck. And this is what we're seeing at the moment. So you can see while there is 100 million, they're not pre-mined. There is 60% going to bet mining, 20% to development, 10% reverse, 10% final. So it shows here for every TUC token is mined, developers will receive 0.3 of a token. Right. Okay. So then obviously as people are mining it, and so it's in their own interest of the developers to promote this. And full disclosure, we've not been paid by him or anything. I just found it by chance on Tron Radar, and I've been mining it. Just thought I'd tell you before, because not many YouTubers are talking about it. You can see, so the Lele, whatever tokens, LELA tokens, you've not said what it's about, but you complete tasks. It's a loyalty token, and basically it's a separate token which they reward you in addition to the TUC token, and that is the lottery that we talked about previously. And what they've done here, they've took what 888 Tron have done, and you can see that it starts off first mining stage is 400, so we're still in the first mining stage at the moment. So look, yeah, so we're still in the first mining stage at the moment. Like I say, it got reset after they tested it out, so it goes up 10 Tron every stage. This means every 24 hours the difficulty increases. So it's very, very early for this. it's worth mining it early. For those of you who get in early, get the divs, and then once the FOMO starts kicking in, you can ride it out. So that's what I'm doing with this game. You've got the roadmap here, so they've got they're going to focus on this different token. They've got new games like race horses. It's just going to be crazy dogs, isn't it, with different horses. Poker, which it's the new big thing now, the video poker. A lot of these are open source, so you're just going to get people cloning each other's contracts and each other's game, and obviously the dice as well. And they've got bugs. Yeah, so that's it for the white paper. TronTU, sorry, doing its thing. Have a little go, wait it's early. Link in the description. Another one, which is quite good, is Tron Blinko. They just took the basic Blinko game, but they've added a kind of jackpot twist to it. You basically start, you're going to be greeted with some quite cheesy music that we've grown to love from like a Poketron. There we go, turn it off. So I've got no Tron now because we've been mining, but it starts off and it automatically puts 10 balls into the token. You can see you get times 1, times 2, times 5, times 10, times 50 or 100. No real strategy involved in this, I'll be honest. I've been going towards this side and hoping to get these. Sometimes I've been mixing it up. Be wary though of this one, because by default it's on 50 times 10, which means for every one spin it take 500 Tron off you, which is a bit cheeky. So I've put it down and that's 100 at 10 balls. Not much else you can do on this, to be honest. Good thing about this, very early, still on stage round 1. For every 100 you get 10 PK coins, so it's like 10 Tron to 1 coin. There's only been 280, just shy of 300,000 of these mined at the moment. The dividend pool is 149,000 and it pays out slow and steady, but straight away, like TronX. So you can see here that I've got 130 of them, just had a little go at them before, but then I've already withdrawn 44 Tron. Not a lot, but it's better than nothing. And then basically you can see here it accumulates and you can withdraw it anytime you want. So it might be worth, if those of you who's looking on this passive income journey like we are, so this is another one that you can add to your repertoire. There's a link for the description for this below as well. Quickly just finish up the video because I'm conscious of the time. Poketron, another one that's kicked me out. So Poketron now has the bot which allows you to mine. There we go. So yeah, they've dropped the FOMO stage at the moment. You can see the dividends for this stage quite good. We're on stage 4 now. Stage 5 they will be adding, as you've seen on that pop-up, 1.5 million the dividend pool for stage 5. So you can see a lot of people mining this now and trying to get it up to stage 5 so they can get the extra dividends. I've been doing that myself, mostly recently today, if I'm honest. We are up to 3,955. It's hard now, I think, without putting a lot of Tron into this, to stay to like 1%, but I am trying to do it with some of the others. But yeah, decent payout we should have. It's only 20% in. It's going to probably be Good Friday, I think, before you see this hit stage 5. So still very early for this. Links in the description for Poketron. Now, Tron Vegas, a lot of people give up on this. They got off to a rocky start, but I actually like Tron Vegas because I got into it from the very beginning. They've just brought out Moonwrecked, which we talked about in a previous video. The dividends, a bit trash, to be honest. You've got whales really going hard on Dragon Tiger, and it can fluctuate up and down a couple of 100,000 Tron in the dividend pool every day. But you can see we pushed it at the very beginning with referral commission, link in the description. The dividends, so it's only on stage 1.7. For some reason our staked coins are not showing, so let me just refresh that. We've got about, I've been buying these actually, I think, because they got put on Kiwi decks. Now I'm not too keen on Kiwi decks, but the reason I want to talk about Tron Vegas because he just signed a deal with Tron Trade. They will be officially listed on Tron Trade on the 18th, so that'll be good. So you'll be able to get some V coins if you've not already got some. You can see we've got just shy of 6,500. Dividend pool, like I say, it's not a lot at the moment, but yeah, 5 Tron, better than nothing. So we've got that. TronWOW, no affiliate links for TronWOW. I just like this, to be honest. Really effortless. This has been listed on Tron Trade. It's trading way below where it should be. If we see when it first launched, it got all the way up to 47. That was on the 11th, and basically now within a week we're down to 2.5 Tron. If you look here, it looks like it's starting to form a bottom. This is a 5-minute window, so it's too early to tell. May do what it's done here, may go up and go back down further. Really cheap for this coin. But they've got the auction, which is kind of like a FOMO game. Got leaderboard, which I'm not really involved in, but you can see I'm trying to stay within 1% of this. There's only nearly 1.3 million of these WOW tokens been mined. Really cheap to mine. 72 Tron to mine 1 WOW. The price of mining fluctuates with this depending on the div pool and how many people are playing. So you can get in really cheap and get these. You can still see that your ROI 6% is decent. We're going to get 142 in 17 hours. The average dividend pool on 24-hour period is looking around about 500,000. So it's around about 500 Tron. So it's better than that. So we've got on that as well. And yeah, that's it. So TronTU, link in the description. Check it out. Tron Blinko. Bit of a fun game. Not much to it, to be honest. So if you got a spare bit of Tron you want to throw into it, then that's what I've been doing. Pokertron, better mining. TronOY Vegas is the sleeper. They're going to be doing another burn and stuff soon. They're going to be working on different bits and bobs. So link in description for that. We'll bring you all the videos. But until next time, everybody, goodbye.